Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. And welcome back. Oh, okay. Welcome back, everyone, for the not next, but the second or another episode of MH Radio. With me, your host, your beloved host, Sultan Atala Shardi, as always. And in today's topic, we have achievements. And of course, as every MH Radio that we do, we always have our guest star. And in this MH Radio, we have Kecha. You want to introduce yourself, Kecha?
Yes, sure. So, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good day, everyone. My name is Kecha or Keza, and I am one of MHIS alumni.
Thank you so much, Kecha. And Zama.
Hello, listeners. I'm Zawa. I am a student of Mutara Harapan and also the secretary of MHSU period of 2021-2022. And I'm going to be the one of the guest student.
Thank you so much, Zahwa. And we have our beloved teacher, Mr. Tony Hidayat. Do you want to introduce yourself?
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Yeah, hi everyone. I'm Mr. Tony Hidayat. I'm physics teacher here and also science teacher actually, for juniors high school.
Absolutely. Yes. Thank you so much, Mr. Tony. And I already mentioned that Kecha and Zawa is our guest star today, and we have, the topic is achievement, and you guys wonder what kind of achievement have they achieved? Like Atala, please tell me. Okay, but before we go through that, let us go through the background first. Why achievement is important, right? Competitions actually play a role in motivating people to perform and excel and offer a lot more reward than just winning the prize. For many people, achievement is one of the most important things to have in this life, of course. In fact, competition is really, really beneficial to boost your confidence, gain new experiences, and increase the instinct of competitiveness. In this pre-recorded session, we want to value the audiences in our YouTube channel by giving them insightful information about the importance of joining competitions. And maybe, just maybe, after this MH Radio, you guys are going to feel like, maybe I should join that competition last week. Maybe I should join the next one, And it's just going to be an inspiring video. Without further ado, let us continue to the questions that we have provided for these two guest stars that we have today. So, since you guys are very, very accomplished in your age, what competitions have you joined Kecha?
For me, I started doing competition back when I was in primary and elementary. When I was in elementary, I am more focused on academic competition. My school sent me to competitions like Cerdas Cermat and Ranking Satu. And then in junior high school, I'm more focused on sports, especially in ice skating. And now that I'm in senior high school, I haven't joined a lot of competitions, but I've joined 2 earlier this year, which is related to academics. So.
Thank you so much, Kecha. And you say something about sports, right?
Yes.
Well, I am a player. I'm a basketball player myself, and I can never be good at it. I've joined a couple of competitions and just ashamed myself. Well, it's part of the experience, right? It's part of the learning. Is that right, Kecha?
Yes, it's right. Because even for me, my first competition wasn't a really good experience for me. My opponents were like more advanced, and it was like an individual competition. Ice skating is individual, and somehow it was a failure. But it inspired me to do better in my next competitions.
That's what we need, inspiration. And Zawa, what type of competitions have you joined before?
Okay, first of all, I've competed in various competitions. There are math, singing, storytelling in Bahasa Indonesia, and basketball. To be honest, I've joined the competition since grade 5, but I joined it because my mom forced me not. I want to do it, so I don't take it as a real competition. And I joined competition because I want to since grade 7. And my first competition, if I'm not mistaken, was basketball. But because of pandemic, I rarely practice for it because you know how parents become strict since pandemic, right?
Of course.
So besides that, I personally often participate in math and singing competitions only. Like both, I think I found the potential to win, and I'd like to do it. So why not? And while for other competition, I'd like to do it too, but I just don't think I found my passion there.
Understand, and maybe that's the reason why we need to explore ourselves and join as many competitions as possible, because hey, who knows, maybe you're interested in this thing, right? And Zawa, I have one question for you specifically. What competition that you have joined that you find the most enjoyable?
I think math, because I don't know, it feels like when I can answer the questions, I feel like, oh, really, I can do it. Yeah, it just gives me a sense of excitement when I can answer questions.
Thank you so much, Zawa. And Zawa says, I think if she says that math is her favorite competition, that means she prefers much more to academics, correct?
Yeah.
Right. Okay. So academics, and you know that we have like a lot, like different types of variety of competitions that you can do. Even now, playing games is also a competition. And how do we do that? I don't know. We're here though, and there are a lot of competitions that you can join: sport, academic, arts, or any other. What do you think, Kecha? What is your most favorite competition that you have joined so far?
For me, so far, it's my ice skating competition back in 2019. It's called the
Sounds fun.
Indonesia Ice Skating Open. It's like an annual event competition. It's also going on right now, the 2022, but unfortunately, I couldn't join. So back in 2019, I had 4 performances, and I enjoyed all of them, and I got gold medal and silver medal in most of them. That's why I really enjoyed it, and I got to make some friends actually. So that was my best competition so far.
Wow, gold and silver medal. I don't. Okay, I do like the idea of ice skating, but I have this one experience that is very embarrassing. I tried to practice ice skate. I've never ice skate nor roller blade before, so I don't know how to balance myself. And there was this like penguin that guides you, like the thing that just like you hold on to and you kind of walked with it. And I fell to the ground and I chipped my back tooth, and it wasn't a fun experience. I think I broke my nose and all that. Like, it's never for me. I tried it once and I was like, nope, that's not it. Thank you so much, Kecha. And since we already have like a lot of competitions, not me, not we. I'm not as accomplished as you guys, but since you guys have already joined a lot of competitions, and of course, before you join the competition, there must be a preparation. There is no way that you just jump into the competition and just win, right? Like you don't just fall in the ice getting one gold medal. That's not how it works. You need to prepare for it. So Kecha, how do you prepare most of your competitions, like in general, not like in specific, but in general? How do you prepare?
In general, usually before the competition, there would be like the announcement on when the competition would be held. And there was also like the, what they call it, like the process where you enter the competition. And during those times, usually like 4 to 3 months before the competition. And during those time, my coaches will help me to make the performance, the program. And then for the next 3 months, I will just practice the same thing with the same song, the same program for the next 4 months. Honestly, it's kind of boring, but if you don't do it that way, you will not win gold medal or even silver medal. So we just practice a lot in general for the preparation. So
thank you, Kecha. And Zahwa, you have won your math competition, right?
Yes.
What medal have you won? Can you mention all of your medals that you won?
I currently have 6 until 8 medals. I have bronze to gold, gold to bronze, and I think I will continue to collect more.
Wow. And how do you prepare your math competition? Do you study? Do you write it on your head? Maybe like in order to memorize the equations or the formulas? I don't know how you get it.
Yeah. I take private lessons every week, which begin at 10 p.m. until maybe 11 or 11:30 or even 12. Yeah, because the tutor is very busy, I cannot learn it by my own actually.
Thank you, Zawa. And I have and maybe I'm not as accomplished as you guys, but I have my own competition, and I know I have my own preparation. And in my competition is my English competition, English speech competition, and I felt like it was one of the most nerve-wracking competition I've ever joined, like TEFL competition, because you need to talk in front of a public, and then you need to know or memorize your script because there are judges that judges you. based on your script. You can't go abroad from the script. You need to actually stay intact with the script. And what I did is like, sorry. So what I did is that I kind of memorized it over and over and over again in my head. And when the competition actually started, I just like stare at people's like forehead. I don't want to stare at their eyes. No, I hate that. No, the idea of that is so scary. So thank you again for the answer. And the next question we have: do you prefer offline competitions or online? Because like, you know, pandemics and everything, and but like we have already like explore our technology, and it turns out that we can have a offline competition, so or online competition. So Zawa, do you prefer online or offline competitions, and why?
Prefer offline for the math competition because it's difficult for me or maybe for us to set up two devices, like one device as our camera facing us and one device to work on the questions. And nowadays internet is more important thing, right? I worried if my internet isn't stable enough so I can get out of the Zoom, get out of the website, and also big probability for the questions will be gone, right? And we will not have extra time, so it's not assignment like your teacher give and then we can ask for the extra time. No, we can do that. But yeah, I'm grateful. I've never experienced it. I would cry if I ever actually.
But thankfully you have never experienced it, right?
Yeah.
Thank God. Thank God. But it's going to happen one day. It's going to happen.
No,
Just
please
keep reminding
no.
me. I'm just joking. Kecha, do you prefer offline or online competition?
As for sports like ice skating, we can only do it offline actually. If it's online, I don't think it's possible because we're performing on ice. Not everyone has ice, a very big ice rink in their house. No one has that. But as for the ones that are like academic, I think offline would be great. I joined a debate competition earlier, like last year, and it was online. And I actually doing competition. I wonder how would it be if it's like offline, if you get what I mean. Actually, I have a question for Zahwa. She said that you joined like singing competitions, right?
Yes.
How do you do it if it's online, since it's also like individual? Like, how do you do it?
I record it and submit it through maybe upload it in YouTube. Yeah, we do it.
So
like
that gives you like a little of like advantage, so you could like retake it. Not like if you perform it live, like in the malls or something like that. It would be
That's going to be a lot
we
more
can
scary.
re-record it, right, if we do it online.
I think I have that competition myself, the English speech competition again, and it happens online. It happens online, and I can like re-record until I feel like it's right. When then like, you know, obviously I didn't win, but I came close though. I came close. I mean, fourth, fifth place. It's still nice. Okay, thank you, Kecha and Zahwa. What about Mr. Tony? Mr. Tony, which one do you think is better for the student? Like in terms of competition, do you think they need to learn offline competition or online?
All right, Atala. So basically, I do agree, yeah, what Kecha and also Zahwa say, that offline is the best one, yeah. You know, there are some competition that we cannot see from offline to online, like what Kecha already participate, yeah. Ice skating is impossible, and then the atmosphere in online competition will be, of course, different, yeah, when we do it offline. And also, yeah, but what I mean, we cannot also ignore, yeah, online competition will be an alternative, yeah, because right now we already know we have a pandemic, so maybe for now it's okay, but then when everything goes normal, we have to back to the offline again.
Of course, and absolutely, when you do an offline competition, you would get the full experience of how it feels like to interact with the audience, or how it feels like that all eyes are on you, and like, you know, the stage fright and everything, so that you can get it out the way and you can progress even further in that major itself. You know, like it comes and go. It comes with benefits and of course with disbenefits.
If I can add something, adalah, so if we do it online, I think when the competition end, it just end. That's all. But if offline competition, yeah, even though the competition is already end, so among participants, they can talk to
Yes,
each other, share
absolutely.
experience
I
and
agree.
something lah, yeah, you know.
I
New
agree. I
friends.
agree.
Yeah, make a friend.
Yeah, they can get new friends. They can talk. Hey, like, how did you prepare this, and
Yes.
how did you win? What was your struggle and everything? And you guys can share everything in that, and in your major or in your interest, right? And then you guys can make new friends, and maybe who knows, your future partner, maybe, I don't know.
You never know.
No one knows.
We never know. We never know. Okay, thank you, Mr. Tony, for your ads. So the next one we have: how many trophies have you collected until now? Zawa.
As I said before, I currently have 6 until 8 official trophies. Maybe 2 from the same competitions and 4 until maybe 4, yeah, 4 from math competition and 2 until 4 from singing. Well, for certificates, I got it from memorizing Quran, being part of MHSU, participating webinars, being runner-ups in several competitions, and from other events.
You are so
I
multi-talent, ya, Zahwa, ya.
I felt hurt. I felt pain, a huge amount of pain. I feel like I am not. I didn't do that much in my days. I guess I'm just not old. I said in my days I didn't do that much. Okay, thank you so much, Zahwa. And Kecha, how many trophies have you collected up until now?
Maybe I will start from my primary days. Back in the days, as I mentioned before, I focused more on academics. So there would be like internal competitions and external competitions. From the internal competitions, I got around 4 trophies, physical trophies, and most of them are from storytelling competitions. And then I also got like a trophy from an external competitions and ranking satu. And then in my junior high school days, I started competing in ice skating. And until now, I have around 13 medals, and most of them are from international level competition. And other than that, the academic that starts from junior high school up to now, they don't really give trophies or medals. They usually give us, like, as what Zahwa mentioned, it's like certificate. That's what they give us. Also, another additional thing I would like to mention, when I was in MHA, when I was in MHA, I joined the Saman Dance Club. Saman Dance Club, and then we joined a competition and we won 2 trophies. Was it one or was it 2? We won trophies. That was my first ever trophy in junior high school, so it means a lot to me.
Wow.
So,
Love.
Zahwa and Mr. Tony, do you wanna know? Do you wanna know how I felt when she says, "Oh, I have 13 medals," and I'm like, "Oh, wow, that's a lot, right?" And then and then she goes and say, "There's also one thing that I would like to mention." Oh my God, she has another one. I just completely feel sad about myself. I just completely distrust myself. Okay, thank you so much, Kecha and Zahwa. So apparently these two geniuses, young geniuses, have a lot of trophies to their name, and we hope that we can see more in the future. We can see your improvement, and we hope that you would contact MHI like, hey, we want this or I want that. Don't contact me. I don't want to know. I just don't want to feel so bad about myself. Okay, so of course, when you join those competitions, right? When you join those competitions, whether it's offline or online, you would immediately have that sort of feeling. It's called stage fright or the panggung, right? And I also have that one of that, but yeah, that doesn't matter. But how do you guys manage with the stage fright when you go, like, open your camera when you start singing, or when you go into the ice skating ring and then you start skating and everything? How do you handle with those, like, stage fright, Akecha?
For me, if it's ice skating, again, it's individual. So the whole ring somehow belongs to you, like you own the ring. And then the announcer will call your name. For example, he will call my name, Keta. And then once I enter the ring, actually, I will like tremble a lot. But then once the music starts, I just pretend pretend that no one is watching me and I'm just performing this for myself. Like just enjoy my whole time, my 2 minutes inside the ring, just dancing along and doing spins and things like that. It makes me feel a lot better. And as for competitions that requires me to talk in front of a lot of people, I actually use a similar method where I just pretend like no one is watching me, or what Tata said is just look at their forehead instead of their eyes.
Yes.
That actually works really well for me. So yeah, that's the thing that I do.
Thank God I'm not the only one. Okay, thank you so much, Ketchup, for the answer. Zahwa.
Actually, mine for singing is actually same with Katalas and Kakecha. When I get on stage, for me there's nothing but to just stare at my family or maybe walls or maybe someone's forehead. And if I'm still anxious, I sing with my eyes closed. I believe that singing with my eyes closed makes me feel the song more. Right, Kataya? You are singing while playing guitar too, right? So I think you know how it feels.
Yes, I think singing with like your eyes closed, it makes me feel like it makes it seems like you're just closing one of your indra, right? Well, one of your abilities to see, right? And then like just focus on your feelings and focus on everything, the nuance and like the mood and everything. I think it works best. I understand. I understand that. Thank you so much. And Zahwa and Kecha, since you guys have already like won all of these like competitions and have all of these medals, do you think that you're going to continue this achievement until like for the foreseeable future? Kecha and Zawa. Maybe Kecha first. Do you think you're gonna continue this achievement, or are you gonna stop here?
I think I'm going to continue. There's a lot of competitions that I still want to join, and I want somehow to explore what subject am I good at, or what aspect that I'm good at. I still want to explore those, and I believe that joining competitions and just achieving a lot of things will be beneficial in the future. That's what I think.
Oh, my camera died. Okay, I'm sorry. So, Zahwa, do you think you're gonna continue these achievements that you have?
Yeah, I want to continue this. Competition can actually help you develop. It can help you develop your confidence, passion, and emotional management skills. For me, competition is not only about winning. Winning is memorable, I know, but the process is more essential. And it helps for our future. And I believe that whatever competitions we participate in can be written up in our curriculum today, right? And it will be very valuable even if we don't win. Maybe you will get scholarship later, or your school fees will be reduced. So in the end, competition is very important, and I want to collect more trophies.
Wow, it seems like these competitions are very, very important to you, for yourself, for the foreseeable future, maybe for your future work or future college and everything. Is that true?
Yes.
It is.
Okay, Mr. Tony.
All right.
Mr. Tony.
Yes. Yeah.
Okay.
I would like to highlight what Zahwa said. Yeah. Zahwa said that the competition can give her scholarship in the future. So I think, yeah, I do agree about that, because some competition will give you like a golden ticket, right, to the higher education. So without any test anymore. So the student that winning a competition will just open the gate to the university and just enter without any test. And Atala, I have an experience here. When I was a senior high school student, I was also joining a physics competition. Yeah, even though the result is not really good, but since that I love physics, now so that's why I choose physics education for my bachelor degree. And right now I'm teaching physics, so it's helped me to find what my passion, and yeah, that's very important.
Thank you so much, Mr. Tony. I was actually about to ask that. What do you think, like, competitions are very important, and how can it be used in the future? But you already like read my mind, I guess, which is one-hearted, Mr. Tony. Yes, of course, I'm your favorite physics student, right? I'm your favorite physics.
Of course.
No bias.
Okay, thank you so much, Mr. Tony, Kecha, and Zawa. Once more, thank you. And then, which activities that you think helped you to like get all these medals, or to continue all these competitions in school? Which activities that they provided? Kecha. Go
For
ahead.
me, back when I was in MHA, I joined only like a little bit of academics, including English debate, and then also I did the
Mhm.
ICAS. And how the school helped me was there is the program. I think even until there is, it's called the SCP or the Student Excellence Program. Back in grade 7, the teacher will like recruit us, not we choose what we want, but they will recruit us. And then I got recruited somehow in English SP, but I didn't do really good there. I didn't get selected for the external competitions. But in grade 8, I decided to join, not recruited, but I decided to join the science SCP. And there I actually learned more than what somehow more extended than what I learned in class. So it helps me a lot to do the ICAS. Also, it has also somehow also has raised like how do I say it, my confidence in doing science. So that's maybe how the school helped me.
Thank you so much. Zawa,
Yeah,
what are the facilities that the school has provided for you or activities that help you to become the winner that you are right now?
feel like Kicha said before, there is such a thing as a student excellent program. We call it SCP in Mutiara Harapan. This SCP for this year we can choose from a variety of subjects. I choose math. This is done once a week, and at each meeting, we discuss questions that will help us improve our problem solving skills and our knowledge, of course. And actually, SAP also required me. Actually, the one who told me there will be forthcoming competition is my SAP teachers, and it helps me a lot. Also, a few days before the competition, even though my SAP teachers were busy and tired, they took their time to teach us for it to be better for the competition. It affects me a lot because it makes me feel more prepared and confident.
Thank you so much, Zahwa. And Mr. Tony, how do you think that this SCP that we have in our school is designed to help students achieving medals and like can you please describe like what SCP do? Is like what do we do in SCP in class?
All right. Yes, that's correct. Our school have SAP program, our student excellent program, yeah. And this program is actually special for students that good in some subjects, so we can accelerate their potential. And the goal of this program is to yes accelerate the student, yeah, to join the competition and winning the competition. And as the result, yeah, as Zahwa and Kecha said, yeah, the outcome of this SAP is really good. Some student can achieve and can win some competition. And I'm also SAP teacher, yeah, for science grade 7. And for me, it's also interesting because in this SAP, I can I can discuss with my student not only about the topic but also because it's science. We also discuss about how we do research, yeah, experimental research, and then like observational research. It's really interesting. Not only how we master the topic itself, but it's also improve our skill in critical thinking skill and then communication skill and so on.
Okay, so SCP in our school is just basically providing the students with abilities on specific subjects to accelerate or to like to improve and to like explore their abilities in that specific subject and like you know whether they are interested in it or not and they have all the rights whether they feel like they're not interested in it and choose another SCP they have all the rights to do that. And in my personal opinion, I have joined like 2 SCP. I think like the first one was math, and I don't know how I got chosen math. I think it was because I was so bad at math that they were like, "Oh, just join a math competition or math SCP." But I got out of math, and I think I joined English. And then in English, we actually got assigned to like a couple of competitions. Some of the competitions that I actually joined, it was the most of the English competitions that we have in our school. And yeah, basically it's just like, oh, you want to improve this subject that you like, well, we provide it. That's it. That's just basically it. Thank you so much. And we have like an icebreaker, a little bit of an icebreaker. Since we already talked about your guys's like, you know, accomplishment, achievements, your medals and everything, why don't we just talk about the most unforgettable moment or funny moment to you during those competitions? I would like to ask Zawa first. Go
Okay,
ahead.
I don't know if it's funny or not, but it's my unforgettable memory as a singing contest competitor is when I got the wrong technique for high notes. I think professional singers is experience it too. It shouldn't be fun, but I sing falsetto, so it doesn't match the note of this song. And of course, I'm embarrassed. Like I just want to disappear. And at the time, my mom was recording it right, and when I watch it, it turned out to be funny. Like what was on my mind? But yeah, everything not always smooth like what you want, and I took it as a lesson, and it should be.
Yes, your first competition, second or third, there must be something wrong, and like you must have done a mistake, and like something that you need to fix from yourself, and in order to be like better in the next competition. And there's nothing to be ashamed of that. There's that one time where I joined an offline competition in English, speech English. So it was so embarrassing because like everyone was like wearing like just their attire, they're wearing their uniform, but I just went there with a suit. I don't know why I did, but I went there with a suit. So I was the only person that sat there with a suit, like looking so fancy. I don't know why, but looking so fancy. And then when I got called in front of to the front of the stage, I was sweating. I was sweating so much that it was like it drenched my clothes and everything. And it was so embarrassing because you can literally see from the video that like just sweat just running down through my face. It's just like I just finished showering, and it's so embarrassing. But it's definitely a learning progress because after that I know how to overcome it, and I know that how it feels, and it just kind of makes me feel like this is not as bad as the last one, or like, oh, I know how to encounter this. I just close my eyes, or I just like, just need to focus on my topic and everything. So yeah, it definitely happens. It happens, and you learn from it, right? Getcha. Sorry to take much of your time. I'm so sorry. We just went a little bit abroad there.
Oh,
Thank you. Getcha, go ahead.
we're still talking about the unforgettable moment, right?
Yes, unforgettable moments or
For
funny
me,
moments.
there's two. It's all during ice skating. So the first one was I had this competition, and also in 2019, it's called the Skate Jakarta, and the location, the venue was in Cakung, the Aeon Cakung, and it's really far from my house. It takes about like 1 to 1.5 hour. And midway, I forgot about my suitcase where I store my skates. So then I needed to turn back and go home. My mom panicked really hard. She was like, how can you forget about your suitcase, sorry. And then we just went back home, and then we got to the place again. It took like 2 hours to go back home and then go to the place again. It took 2 hours. And when we went there, we still have around 30 minutes to prepare. And there's also another story where this was a competition in 2017, if I'm not mistaken, 2017. And during the ending pose, I was supposed to stand up while doing this movement. But then when I land the last element, I fell down and I couldn't stand back up again because the song was over. So I couldn't really make the time to like stand up and pose. I couldn't. So I just sit down and pose instead of doing the normal pose. But yeah, it was funny.
Always
and
memorable,
unforgettable.
right?
Yes.
Improvise, adapt, overcome. That's what you're doing right there. So majestic that you can think of like, oh no, I fell. Pose. Like I would never think of that. I fell. Okay, shy, embarrassed,
That's the
cry,
only
or
choice you
something.
could do. That's the only thing you could do.
It's like I don't know how you can get that in your head. Like you just pose when you're like when you fell down without any embarrassment. Of course, it's called the learning process, right? Of course, you have like your past experience that it also happened, and what you need to do when that actually happens, how to overcome it. And I just kind of like it how you forgot your suitcase on the way of a 2-hour drive,
Yeah.
and your mom panicked. I do that every time I go to school. I forgot my backpack and I need to go back home. It's good. That's why school is important. Hey, you practice those things. You practice. I practice that. Like how I need to feel. Oh, I need to be hurry or not, or maybe I can calculate the time. Oh, this one, I can enough, like enough. It happens. Okay, thank you so much, Zafwa, Kecha, and also, of course, our beloved physics teacher, Mr. Tony Hidayat, for this wonderful radio that we have right now. And sadly, we have to sign off. It's been fun talking to you guys. And hopefully that the people that actually watch this video get like a lot of inspirations from Kecha, from Zahwa, and also from Mr. Tony, and also from me as your host, as your MC, Sultan Atala Shardi. Yes. Do you have anything to say, Kecha and Zahwa? Any last words?
I
Don't
have.
forget to like.
Oh, yeah, don't forget to like.
Oh, yes. Don't forget the people that watch this. Do not forget to like the video. Do not forget to comment what you want to, the topic that you want to see next, and also don't forget to subscribe to not miss the next video that we're gonna upload. And also don't forget to follow our Instagram, and the link is gonna be in the bio, of course. I actually forgot what the link was. I'm just gonna leave it to the person that uploaded. Okay, thank you so much for Kecha. Thank you so much for Zahwa. We hope that your next competitions is gonna go well, it's gonna go smooth, and we hope that you're gonna keep on finding interest in competitions, and also to inspire more and more and more people in terms of like, joining competitions and to explore their abilities. And I, as your host, Sultan Atala Shardi, as always, would like to sign off and say thank you for watching this video, and goodbye. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.